guys, Solitaun here, back with some more Total War Rogue 2 PvP. This is an interesting fight. I am Suebi, not a powerful faction at all. Actually, they consider this one of the weakest factions in the game. I like them though. I like their colors. I like the red and the yellow. That's pretty much why I pick them. I'm against Carthage, arguably one of the best factions in the game. My opponent... Well, let's take a look at his army first. He's got mercenary, noble fighters, Libyan infantry, quite a bit of Libyan infantry. And then he's got a couple mercenary Balearic slingers, noble cav. And I was looking at this army, I'm going, well, that's not a ton of money. I wonder where the rest of his forces are. So I knew he had hidden forces somewhere. What I had 4 noble riders, 2 sword masters, I think 4 club levy, 4 or 5 longbowmen. I think it's 5. No, it's only, yeah, it's 5. 5 longbowmen. I start picking off his Balearic slingers. He got a little too close to my army, so I got the jump on him there, which is really good. Actually, I had 3 sword masters, 1 being my general. 3 spear levy just for the back line and to protect my cav. Okay, so I start trying to take out his Balearic slingers as soon as possible. I have quick load on my guys right now. I need to get rid of those Balearic slingers. They're going to do a ton of damage if I don't get rid of them. So I start picking them off. He actually got way too close to my bowman, which is interesting because he could literally keep going backwards and stay out of range, and probably would have done a lot more damage, but that's just microing, and that's kind of hard to do. I start bringing my cav up on the right side, seeing if I can find his hidden units. He's bringing in 2 Libyan infantry, so I charge him right away with my club levy. 2 club levy. Club levy, or Libyan infantry are definitely going to be club levy. So here comes his hidden units, which is Carthaginian cav. Lots of Carthaginian cav. There's a noble cav there, and he has 5 Carthaginian cav, 1 noble. And I was like, man, he's got a huge cav advantage. So I bring in my spear levy right away on the left. On the right flank, I bring it in to kind of stop his attack. My sword masters will do a lot of damage to his Libyan infantry, but as you could tell, their Libyan infantry just outright destroyed my club levy. I actually have to bring in my other sword masters on the left over here, which is my general, to even stand a chance. So he charges straight into the back of my sword masters. Pretty good idea. I'm kind of managing over here on the left flank, and I didn't notice this till a little too late. But I charge in my spears as soon as possible, and then I try and charge his Carthaginian cav before they take out too many of my longbows there. So my spears actually got a hold of his horses, which is really good. These sword masters over here are going to hold off these 3 Libyan infantry for a while. But their Libyan infantry came into my club levy, and they are going to destroy them. If you don't get a really good charge up on your club levy, they're just going to die. So they're not a super good unit, but they did their job for the most part. So here I bring in my noble riders on the left flank there, and I kept 1 spear unit back just in case he did decide to come around and try and take out my archers, so I had some kind of defense there. But over here, my noble riders doing their job, taking out the noble cav and the Carthaginian cav. Noble riders are a lot better than Carthaginian cav. Here, my spears get hit from the back from Libyan infantry, so they're not going to last very long. I was not feeling too well about this fight for a lot of it. I did almost take out all of his Balearic slingers with my longbowmen, which is really good. I start bringing in my noble riders on the left flank just to mop it up and hope that my noble riders and my sword masters here can hold for just a little bit longer so I can clean this up and then start swinging around. So here he starts bringing down his Libyan infantry. These guys look so cool. Against my longbow hunters and the sword masters and some Libyan infantry here having a good old time. I finally clean up that right flank. I charge into the back of his Libyan infantry here. Do a pretty good amount of damage, and then I bring in another noble rider from the left flank and smack right into him after my sword masters held off 3 Libyan infantry for a very long time. So they did more than enough. So I finally clean up the left flank over here and his Carthaginian cav, and I'll swing back down my noble riders to hit him again. Here, one of my spear levy came back from routing, and I'm going to hit him from the right flank here. I'm bringing in my spears here, regrouping my longbows back here, and right now it looks like I'm doing pretty good. It looks like I can clean this up. My army setup was mostly around he could bring elephants, so I had to bring a lot of longbows, and longbows are really the Suebi's only real skirmishing option, and even then they're not very good. So if he brought elephants, I think I would have been in a little bit of a troubled area, especially with 2 Balearic slingers. He could probably gotten rid of, what, 3 Carthaginian cav, brought in an elephant, which I would have been in a heck of a lot of trouble there. So here I'm just charging in from the right, excuse me, and from my line right there. There's all my longbows ready to go just in case these guys start falling a little bit. I'm not going to shoot into it, of course. But here his guys start falling and they rout. And I actually beat Carthage with Suebi. I'm surprised I did this. I'm not very good at this game, and I thought this was rather impressive. Most of my kills, of course, coming from my noble riders. That was really my killing force, was my cav, and maybe my longbow hunters if they survived long enough, and of course the sword masters, because sword masters are really good. So most of my kills coming from my cav and my sword masters, and then spears. Actually, this spear did really well. This is the one that got into the cav. So it did relatively good. His kills mostly coming from 1 Libyan infantry, pretty much taking on my club levy, which of course Libyan infantry is going to destroy. So other than that, most of his stuff didn't really pay for itself. A couple Libyan infantries did, well, actually 3 of them did really well. But that's about it. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.